Hi there you guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I did a tutorial on this look right here. I'm not really sure what to call it, but it is just very glittery and it has a bunch of reds and oranges. Love this look so much. I got some requests on my Instagram to recreate this look. I posted it a while back and you guys were like, I really like this look, please recreate it and make a tutorial, and I was like, I got you. So here I am with the tutorial on this look. If you guys want to see how I did this makeup look right here, then just make sure to keep watching the rest of this video. Starting off with the eyes first, I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. This is a full coverage eyeshadow base, and I'm going to be putting that on my eyelids first, and then I'm going to blend it out with a really fluffy eyeshadow brush. To set my eyeshadow base, I'm going to be using my Anastasia powder in vanilla. This is just in the original contour kit. For this look, I am going to be using the Morphe 3502 palette, and the first shade that I'm going to be taking is this one right here, which is called Orb. This is just like a light tan shade, and that is going to be going above my crease as my transition shade. The first shades that I'm going to be dipping into are Heat and Blaze. I'm going to be taking a mixture of these two shades here. One is a matte burnt red shade, and the other one is a matte orange shade. And this is going to be going in my crease to create kind of like a matte burnt orange shade. This is going to be like a really warm look, so I'm starting off with a really warm color in the crease. And then I'm just taking a clean brush to blend out the eyeshadow to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. Then I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Universal. I like using this shade to kind of blur out the edges of my eyeshadow and making sure that everything is just nice and blended. This is just like a light peachy tan shade. And then I'm going to go back into the shade Ablaze, which is that matte orange shade, and adding a little bit more in my crease. And then to deepen things up a little bit more, I am going to take this bright red shade, which is called Fire, and this is going to be going a little bit lower in my crease. As you'll see with this matte shade in the crease, I am going to start pulling it out towards the tail of my brow, not touching the tail of my brow completely, but really trying to elongate that shadow, because once we clean up this look, it is going to give us a really nice elongated eye. So that's why I'm really trying to pull this eyeshadow outwards. And then I'm going to go back into the shade Ablaze and just really lightly go along the edges of my eyeshadow, and this is just going to add a little bit more warmth and some more orange in the transition shade. I am going to take a mixture of Rich and Brunette. These are two dark brown matte shades in the palette. Any dark brown matte shade will work, but this is just going to go in the outer corner to make things a little bit deeper and start smoking out that outer corner. With my fluffy blending brush, I'm going to start to blend out that outer corner color, and now taking a even more darker brown than I used earlier. This brown is a lot more deeper. It is about 3 to 4 shades darker than the shades that I previously used, and that is going to go in my outer corner as well. I really want this look to be really dark and smoky, so that's why I'm layering all these different dark brown shades. And again, I'm going to blend out that shade with my fluffy blending brush, extending the shadow outwards towards my brow. I'm going to go back in with my Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, and with my flat concealer brush, I'm going to create a half cut crease. If you don't have this eyeshadow base, you could always use your concealer, and that would work perfectly as well to create a half cut crease. For my lid color, I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is called Sauce. This is a bright tangerine shimmer, and I'm really going to be packing on this shade on top of the cut crease canvas that I just applied. And now I'm going to take a mixture of Rich, Brave, Muddy, and Brunette, just kind of mixing all of these dark brown shades together. And this is going to go in between my lid color and the outer corner just to kind of blend everything and make sure that it doesn't look really harsh. And now I'm going to do my other eye off camera, and then I'm going to be right back. And now I'm going to be applying the glitter. For this look, I'm going to be using the Atomic Makeup Disco Jelly in Superstar. This is just a gold glitter with some stars and circle accents in it. And I am gluing down the glitter with my lash glue. You can apply this glitter just straight onto your eyes, but just to make sure that it's going to last all day, I am gluing everything down individually in no particular order. I'm just kind of gluing down the stars and the circles. Now that we have one eye done, I'm going to do the other eye off camera. I'm going to quickly curl my lashes with my Tarte eyelash curler, and I'm going to apply some mascara with my CoverGirl Lash Blast. This one is just the waterproof one. And for my lashes, I'm going to be using the Salon Perfect lashes. These are the 615 ones. I like these ones because they are really wispy and separated. And the main focus of this look is the glitter, so I want to make sure that the glitter still shows through with the lashes. So that's why I picked these lashes for this look. Okay, so now moving on to the face, I'm going to take my Too Faced Primed and Peachy Matte Primer, and I'm going to quickly apply this all over my face. For my foundation, I'm going to be taking the CoverGirl TruBlend Matte Made Foundation in the shade T10, and I'm just going to quickly blend that out with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Now I'm just going to take my Wet n Wild Beauty Sponge and just blend in the foundation even more into my skin. For my concealer, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Concealer in Medium Peach and my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Medium Beige. First, taking the LA Girl Concealer and using that to clean up my eyeshadow and making it really nice and sharp. And then I'm going to go in and repeat the same steps that I'm doing here with the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Concealer. I'm just going to blend out my concealer with the same Wet n Wild Beauty Sponge. And now to set my concealer, I'm going to be taking one of my favorite powders. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder in the shade Fair Light. So now I'm going to quickly finish up the eyes. I'm going to go back into that red shade, which is called Fire, and I'm going to start smoking that out on my lower lash line, connecting it to the line that is on the outer corner of my eyeshadow. I'm going to take a little bit of this shade, which is called Heat. This is the matte burnt red shade, and this is going to go on top of the red eyeshadow that I just applied. I'm just going to take a small blending brush and just blend around the edges here, and then to further blend this look, I'm going to take a mixture of Orb, Ablaze, and Universal. This is going to create like a light orangey shade, and this is just going to help further smoke out this lower lash line. And then for my outer corner, to smoke things out even more, I'm going to take a mixture of Toast, Brunette, and Muddy. And I'm going to be putting that really close to my lower lash line, and then I'm going to quickly add some mascara, again using the same CoverGirl mascara. For my inner corner highlight, I'm first going to take the Eyelure Brow Luminizer pencil. I always take the shimmer side of the pencil first, and then on top of that I'm going to take this light gold shade, which is called Pure. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly set my foundation with my L'Oreal Pro Matte Powder, and I have mine in the shade Sun Beige. I'm going to be applying the powder with my BH powder brush, and now I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer to my skin. I'm going to be taking my Morphe Brontour powder. I have mine in the shade Celebutante, and I take the bronzer side first, and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush to apply the bronzer to my face. Now I'm just going to take the contour powder and I'm going to start contouring my face. I'm going to be using my Beige angled contour brush. I'm also going to contour my nose just a little bit with this Morphe brush that doesn't have a name on it. For my blush, I'm going to take my blush kit from Anastasia in Radiant, and I'm going to take this corally blush which is called Coastline. And to apply my blush, I'm going to use my Ulta blush brush. And then I'm going to quickly go on top of my cheekbones with my wet beauty sponge to make sure that the highlight really sticks to that area. And for my highlight, I'm going to take my Morphe and Bretman Rock Babe in Paradise highlighting palette, taking a mixture of Vaygaytion and Mahu and applying that as my highlight with my BH highlighting brush. I am going to add a little bit of highlight to my nose with my Sedona Lace pencil brush, and then I'm going to take the shade Vaygaytion and just put that in the inner corners to just brighten up the inner corners a little bit more. For my lips, I'm going to be applying one of my favorite nude lip combos. So first, I'm going to be taking my Dose of Colors Desi X Katy Velvet Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade My Main. You can keep this look with just a matte nude lip, but I like a glossy nude lip, so I am going to add some gloss to my lipstick. And for the gloss, I'm going to just use my NYX Strictly Vinyl Lip Gloss in Sugar Mama. Alright you guys, so here we have the finished makeup look. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this look? I love this look so much. I think it is perfect for festival season coming up because it just has all this glitter and all these warm tones. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I had a lot of fun filming it for you guys. And make sure, if you guys recreate this look, make sure to tag me on my Instagram because I would love to see your recreations of this look. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys want to watch more videos from me. Thank you to those who have subscribed already. I really appreciate it so much. You guys are the best. And yeah, thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!